Hello, fellow students and my instructors at Full Sail University. Today I am bringing you the story of why and how I chose to get into live streaming outside of my education. Today I hope to not only entertain you, but educate you a little bit into what I do. And do I do it for fun? Yes. Am I doing it for other reasons? I guess you're going to have to find out. So, getting started, I always wanted to do YouTube content. I always wanted to create videos. And you know, I had started messing around with the software that I had acquired. But I always ran into one single problem, and this is a problem I really didn't anticipate at first. And that was that my internet was terrible. Did I have high-speed internet? Yes, I did. Did I have a good upload speed? No, I did not. Uploading a single video at that time for me to YouTube, HD content, even just 3 to 4 minutes long, would take 5 hours. And that made it almost impossible for me to upload video content at a decent rate. It made me not want to do it. But you know what? The software I had wasn't going to waste because, you know, I was learning these pieces of software. I mean, these are very expensive pieces of software that professionals use. So, in using these pieces of software and educating myself on how they're used, especially Photoshop, Audition, and Premiere, I mean, these 3 programs alone can almost guarantee somebody a job if you're really good at using them. And that's without going to get a professional education. You can just start using them and make amazing content and you get offered something. But, you know, I don't actually end up using a lot of these for live streaming anymore, but they still come in handy. And the reason why I chose Twitch TV, at least the service for live streaming, is because it is the most watched. It is the most popular service out there for people wanting to watch games. So obviously it was the logical choice. But quickly getting back to YouTube, it is slow, very slow. Recording yourself, then editing, and then rendering took a lot of time. And then uploading, even with a decent upload speed now, can still take quite a bit of time depending on the length of the video and the quality of the video. And this is a problem because I don't have a lot of time anymore. Or I do, but it's not time I'm willing to spend just on editing and rendering because Twitch TV has made things very simple. All I do is I start playing, I hit the go live button, and I'm there. I don't have to edit anything. I do not need to upload anything. It is automatically taken care of for me. Even though I can't edit my videos like I did an introduction, you know what? That's fine. I'll live without that because it's about improving myself. This is what I realized when I started doing Twitch TV over YouTube videos is that, hey, I can't re-record myself over and over and over again. I have to get it right the first time or just mess up. And you know what? The best way to improve ourselves is by messing up, and I'm sure I'm messing up while making this story, but you know what? That's the goal, because I need to get better if I want to speak at E3. If I want to be on that stage, I need to get better, and this is the best method for me to do that. As far as I'm aware, or at least the best method I can think of, is to just live stream. And so it's, you know, it's what I'm choosing to do, and you know, it's also helping build a future. Because building a portfolio for your future career, I feel, is one of the top 3 things that need to be done. Because if you do not have a good portfolio, no company's going to be interested in you. I mean, yes, you might have a piece of paper that states you have a degree, but I just don't want to be this guy going into an interview only having that piece of paper, which no matter how awesome it is, you know, it's just not enough, I feel. I feel I'd rather be the guy that goes into an interview knowing that not only do I have the degree, I have a skill set outside of the degree that can complement my degree. I can use the Adobe software suite. I can speak to an audience comfortably. I can live stream. I know how to. I know how to build a computer. I know how to do all this. And doing live streaming, doing all this extra work, or if you want to call it work, only helps. It only helps. And how do I do it? I do it through the use of several pieces of software, several pieces of hardware, but the 2 most important ones are the ones that get media onto my screen, and that would be the Elgato gaming capture device or the AverMedia capture device. Now, one of them is internal, one of them is external, but that's not necessarily important. What is important is connecting with your audience. If you do not connect with your audience while live streaming, they will not watch you. You don't necessarily need the webcam on, but if you don't have your microphone active, and you do not have a decent quality one, and you do not respond to people asking you questions, they will move on and find a streamer that is. And that perfection comes at a huge cost, because not only does it cost you a lot of time to learn how to use all these different pieces of software, learn how all they interact with each other, possibly switching files from one computer to the next, but it can be a lot of money, because a lot of the stuff I needed was, it was just all over the place. I mean, I use currently 2 computers for live streaming. I use one to play on, I use one to do the actual recording or streaming on, and 3 monitors. 2 of them are for the main system that I play on, and 1 is for the rendering and editing station. And of course, the capture cards. Those are the most important facts. But, that all builds towards planning a future. And right now, the plans that I have are to eventually start learning to use a game engine and start making games. And just do it on my own. But what will make me different is that while I'm making these games and these engines, I'm gonna live stream the process. And that's a bright future in my eyes, because you can go on Twitch TV and watch anybody play a game. I don't see anybody on there right now live streaming the game creation process, and I think it would be a great way to get myself out there, and I'm really hoping that it pays off, because live streaming has essentially become my life. I am the Southpaw gamer. That is who I am. And unfortunately, we've run out of time for my story, so we're going to have to cut it off here. But I hope you found it entertaining, and I hope that you've enjoyed your time.